So we went to the Grey Cup, and it was pretty much a last minute thing because it was around 12:30 on Sunday. We thought, hey, let's go to the Grey Cup. We thought we might not get tickets. We looked online. There was a multitude of tickets out there, and we called the guy. The deal didn't go through, but we went down there, ended up getting tickets. And we had a different selection of tickets we could get. We got them for 75% of face value, which is a pretty good deal. And I heard in the media that apparently they could fill the Skydome twice over, which is I don't think is true because we got tickets fairly easily. And personally, the way I say it, I'm an Argos fan. I was at the playoff game against Edmonton 2 weeks before that, and there was about 23,000 people there. It wasn't a lot of people there. Most people in Toronto are not Argos fans. Most people only really care about the Leafs. Yeah, it's great the Argos won, but you know what? In 2 years, if they go down the crapper, nobody's going to care about the Argos again. There's only going to be 12,000 people there. So it was a great experience. I'm glad the Argos won. But this whole lie that Toronto's now a football city and they could sell it out twice over is false. Absolutely false. The Toronto Argonauts won. And honestly, me being a big Argos fan, I didn't think they would win. Personally, I thought Calgary would get the best of them. Calgary was a better team this year, but Toronto did best them in their two outings. So Toronto did get the job done. Toronto contained Calgary's running back John Cornish, and they made Kevin Glenn, the backup quarterback for the Calgary Stampeders, largely ineffective. You know what? I personally like Kevin Glenn. I'm not a Stampeders fan, but you know what? Him breaking his arm in the Rogers Center in 2007 and not being able to play in the Grey Cup for Winnipeg. Now coming back 5 years later, he's the backup for Calgary. Drew Tate goes down. He's the starter. He didn't really pull off the Cinderella story because they ended up losing, and frankly, he was generally ineffective the whole game. But I like the fact that he made it back to the Grey Cup. But personally, I think on that team, Calgary, Drew Tate's the future. And also, another thing I'd have to say is I don't understand Calgary's play calling. The running game wasn't there. John Cornish is a good running back. He's a great Canadian running back. But they couldn't run the ball, and they ran the ball too many times when they shouldn't have. Dave Dickenson, you are a bad play caller. Great quarterback in the CFL, bad play caller. You should be fired. And a guy who really did well was Chad Cackard, the running back for the Toronto Argonauts. Boy, was that a steal. He's an awesome running back. I hope I think he's only about 26 years old, so I hope he's on the team for years to come. Great running back. Chad Owens played well. Ricky Ray won his third Grey Cup. That's awesome. And the defense played solid, with the exception of Adriano Belli. Got kicked out. That was kind of a stupid move on his part. And then there's the halftime show that everybody seems to be talking about. The Bieber got booed a bit. I thought Carly Rae Jepsen was pretty terrible. I didn't think she was very good live. Gordon Lightfoot almost put everybody to sleep. Yet, Toronto fans aren't particularly the most passionate when it comes to Toronto Argonauts, except my buddy Justin. He's quite a passionate fan. I think this win was truly for him. I think they should engrave his name on the Grey Cup because he's such a big fan. He's been a season ticket holder for I think 8 or 9 years now, and he's lived through a lot of bad seasons back in '08 when they were 3-15. Just an awful team that, my God, they should have paid him to have seasons tickets, and he stayed with them. So he should get his name engraved on the Grey Cup. He should also get a ring as well. Yes, the Grey Cup was awesome. Argos won the 100th Grey Cup. A couple of years ago, if you would have asked me if they won the Grey Cup, even last year, I would have said, no, you're crazy. Honestly, I didn't even think they were going to beat Montreal in the Eastern Final last week. So, you know what? They got the job done. I was pleasantly surprised, and hopefully they can repeat next year.